Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 24-hour Extra Life charity drive here on Vancouver by Night. I am super thrilled that the most amazing team, like usually, in a relay, like you save the best for last, but I was so proud of my group. We just needed to jump right in there and get us started off right. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to everybody who's in our Twitch chat. And thank you to all who will be coming back and watching this later. Today, we are raising money. We are doing 24 hours of programming, raising money for the Extra Life charity, which supports children's hospitals around the world. Our specific team as a team are supporting the Vancouver, BC Children's Hospital. Individually, some of us have our own fundraisers set up. And yeah, we're hoping to raise a lot of money and do a lot of good. So our first thanks go out to Extra Life, this amazing charity, for putting together something where gamers around the world can come together and raise money for this really great cause. Our second thanks from all of the players, I speak on behalf of everybody who's about to play for the next 24 hours, goes out to Joe, who has done an amazing job producing and doing all of the things that she has done to get us going and to keep us organized, finding answers for us, building schedules. She's been amazing. Steve, who is our executive producer for this 3-hour game, thank you so much. And we should probably talk prizes and donation, and then I'm going to introduce my players. So prizes, I just had the thing up. Here we go. At the $300, $400, and $500 donations, we'll be doing draws for a Found Familiar gift card. Found Familiar is a geeky beanery, coffee brewery. They make coffee beans. And they do a really amazing like geek themed coffee, and it's really good. They've been a longtime supporter of the Vancouver by Night channel. At a $600 donation level, Martlet Games is going to donate the Alice is Missing box set, shipping to the continental USA. So if you happen to be one of our Canadian donators, you can maybe designate it to somebody else. I don't know what the rules are, but I just said it, so it's canon now. At the $700 donation level, Martlet Games is offering another book, The Remomorex. Very certain that I said that wrong because I probably did. I'm super excited and just reading stuff. The Remomorex book, donated by the Martlet Games, at $1,000, $1,500, and $2,000. Dogmite, who does amazing dice themed things, is donating dice sheaths, which you've got to go to the website. You can see we've just popped it into our Twitch chat. You can get a chance to win one of those prizes. And at $2,500, $3,000, and $3,500, Dogmite is doing a $100 gift card to their store, which is incredible. And then finally, at the $4,000 one, Kat at Dead and Glow, she is doing a small knitted item. She was the one who, if you watch LA by Night, she knitted the red shawl that Eva wore, which is super amazing. So you'll be able to get something from her custom and continue those geeky connections. So thank you to all of our sponsors and donators. This is going to be an extra amazing 24-hour charity stream. We're starting things off. We're going to jump down to Jacqueline after this, who's going to run another D&D one-shot. And then I'll let her say who's coming after that. So with that being said, I've taken only 5 minutes, which is excellent, because now we are ready to introduce our players and get into the Dragon Barrow. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the Twitch stream and introduce one of our first guest family members, Lodame.
Hi there, I'm Lodame, he, him. I will be playing today as Cool Hanako, also he, him, the Furbolg Druid of the Spores. He's a good bean. I'm Belle's husband, so that's how I'm related to VbN. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having a great time.
We are so excited to have you come play with us, Lodame. I am loving having a Firbolg in the campaign. This is excellent. Over to your amazing wife, Belle.
Hi, everyone. I'm good. I'm so excited. Hi, everyone. I'm Belle Share, she, her. I'm playing Billy Bones, he, him. He's a barbarian. He's a sailor. He's very much a himbo. He's wonderful, and I've been playing with VbN. I play with VbN in Would Be Heroes every Tuesday night. So yay.
Tuesday night at 6, come and see her. I'm Sarah. I'm going to be the DM for this. I play Tuesday nights and Would Be Heroes with both Jazz and Belle. And then I also DM a campaign. If you like my style, you can come and see me Sundays here on Vancouver by Night, where I DM the Phandalin by Night game, which is a Lost Mines of Phandelver-esque campaign, except for not tomorrow, because that's definitely not fair to ask our producers to do 24 hours of charity streaming and then immediately come back and do 2 more of me hearing myself talk. So not tomorrow, but starting next week. And just to the right of me is on the screen is my husband, Circ.
Gave away my surprise. My name is, well, I'll be playing Pink quickly. My own name is Christian. Pronouns are pretty much any one of the ones you want to use. He, they works for me. This is my first time streaming live. So, you know, be gentle. Well, you probably won't be.
It is his first time streaming, but he like walks around the house all day just assuming there's an audience watching him. So he's a natural at this.
100% believe that.
100%. Just over to the right of Christian and Circ there is the amazing and ultra talented leader of all campaigns. We have been fortunate, Circ, Christian and I have been fortunate enough to play with Jazz for years now in a different campaign, which is how I recruited her to come and join Vancouver by Night's Would Be Heroes. That is Jazz.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not going to be humbled no more now. My name is Jazz, she, her. I play Amari Green, he, him, a fellow soldier. So we'll see how this goes. And this is what he looks like. It's great.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good. And then most excitedly, a couple months ago, Jazz just kind of casually before a stream was like, oh man, my dad, you know, we just kind of played our own first game and my dad would really like to play at some point one day. And I was like, Jazz, I will totally DM game for you and your dad. I am 100% there. And so I am super thrilled to have Shaun with us today.
Hello.
Hey, I'm Shaun, or Jazz's dad, if how y'all put it. I will be playing Bugbear Fighter. Male, and I don't know, he's kind of out in the woods, keep to himself type.
Knock is going to be excellently made for this campaign, so I'm super excited. So shall we, with that out of the way, shall we jump into our adventure, you guys?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so I gotta rearrange my window here that I can see you guys. You guys have mostly been working on the Sword Coast out of the tiny village called Leylon. It was destroyed a couple hundred years ago. There was some nefarious action with a wizard who had gone mad with his own research, as they do, and had blown up the town essentially. And over the last 100 years, there's been several attempts to rebuild. None have really stuck. It's about halfway between Waterdeep to the south and Neverwinter to the north, both huge cities full of prospering trade. Leylon becomes a really important place because it is along the high road. And at times Waterdeep has sought to control it and to try to build there. At times Neverwinter has sought to control and try to build there. But fundamentally, it is, in theory, a really great place to stop halfway along the journey, have a safe place, camp, stay in a nice tavern. And so once again, the town finds itself in a place and a time where it is trying to rebuild. And as the five of you over the last few weeks and months of your time traveling together, you have gotten to know the Leylon City Council, and they have tasked you with several important things. Most recently, they've received an anonymous letter asking for some support or some help or to meet someone out at a mysterious place about 40 miles out of town called, colloquially in the old tongue, it was referred to as the Dragon Barrow. There is this land, as you've gotten closer, you left Leylon a couple days ago. As you've gotten closer, this is rolling hills and pastoral grassland. This most easily looks kind of like the Shire. There are these beautiful little homes. It is not desolate. You've seen families of deer. You've seen different birds. Giant eagles flew over one day. You can see far off in the distance the jagged, mountainous, icy peaks of the hills and of the mountains that are behind kind of the nearest other town, Phandalin. There is, to the north, there is the large Neverwinter Wood, which is, a place that has some mischievousness to it historically. There's usually, if somebody's looking to get into some trouble of the monster kind, that is a place where people can go. And at this time of the year, a cold wind blows in from the coast, assailing you at times, bringing occasional driving, icy rain, because it wouldn't be the Vancouver by night channel without gray, cold rain. We got to throw that local flavor in there. Yeah, you guys have been traveling, and now as you reach this point, you see that where usually there was rolling hills, these hills are somewhat more jutted. They're not rocky, it's still grassy, but they are not naturally formed in a way. There is, one of you had a super high perception. Cool, as you're looking, you see that there is a rigidness and a shape. You can't quite tell what it is looking this way at it, but it also rises higher than the natural rolling hills. The top part that you can see, it's about midday. The top part is almost like 40 feet tall.
Nuts.
Just thought I'd let you know that this doesn't look normal.
Right. Not normal.
Can you be more specific?
Well, the top is about 40 feet tall. So that seems a little off.
Maybe
What would
that's
cause
Barrow?
it? Do we
There's
know
al-
what would type of cause this type of thing?
Make a nature check for me.
Absolutely. I have a good +0 to this, so it's gonna
Absolutely. You're a soldier. You can make guesses.
be 16.
Hey, look, 16 is nothing to be ashamed of, friends, for the first roll of the day of the charity stream. Yeah, there is, it's not like at some point it was terraformed and planted. It's not like step terraces. It is, but it's also not just a gradual slope. There is a biological level of formation to it, in that it does look like it is not completely man-made in this way, but it is also not hills that created this in a way. You might have to get closer to explore.
Are we, so right now we're down below and the ground's going up toward this?
Right, so if you guys zoom out on your map a little bit, you can see just kind of the starting areas of what looks, it's like dark green lines on the field. It looks like this hill starts to rise in a dramatic fashion. You could take a walk around, you could go up to the top.
I'll check ahead. I mean, you know, they're always going to be high ground and all that. And I will fly up to the 30 point.
Before he goes, I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
Nice.
Okay.
I fly up to the next to the 30-foot point because that's as high as I can go, and then go on foot after that for the last 10 feet quietly. I'm gonna try and do stealth.
Okay, excellent. Give me a stealth check. And also we should, I just was noticing in the Twitch chat, the first donation of the day has rolled in, and it is very specifically a donation, a 1d4 inspiration die for Circadon, for my husband, which is super excellent. If you are watching and you would like to donate at the $5 mark, you can give an inspiration to any player or DM, like, you know, if you're really looking for that. At the $15 donation, you can give a reroll to anybody. At $25, the group gets an automatic short rest. It's not like, and they have to take it. They just automatically get to apply it to their character sheet. And at $50 is my personal favorite. The DM gets to roll on the wild magic table and basically throw their entire plan out the window.
So your maximum, everybody, $49.
So yes, that is super exciting if you wanted to participate on that. And
that was a natural 20, by the way.
For your stealth.
Yeah.
Coming in strong.
Level 4 characters, I should have mentioned, everybody. This is a level 4 campaign. So a natural 20 is really critical. Pink flies up and a shape absolutely uncovers for you. You might have to zoom out a little bit, but let me do some reveal here.
Reveal. Ooh. That's a peculiar shade.
Steve, you might have to zoom out to get the whole shape on the camera there. But there's two things that pop out to you. The first is that this shape looks like, well, it looks like something for sure. It looks like either the guys from D&D came and drew a map for us, or shout out to Art Heart Studios, or it looks like some giant winged creature was memorialized.
What
like a
could
statue?
that be?
What could that be? You know, I mean, how smart is Pink?
Brilliant, like its creator. No, let me see here.
Hands down.
Intelligence is 12, so you know, college graduate.
I mean, look, it's called the Dragon Barrow. So there's probably something to do with that. The other thing that's really peculiar is that there are these stones laid out at the very peak of the topmost of like the 40-foot high terrace that look like spines They look like giant bony plates that protrude from the ground. But the second thing that you see is a figure standing behind one of the plates looking at your friends. And only because you rolled a natural 20 does he not see you.
What's the figure look like?
It kind of looks like a horse, but it also has a human torso. It is wearing a helmet of some kind.
Okay, I'm going to very carefully, stealthily go back down. And then I'll, as soon as I get to below 30 feet, I'll fly back down. And be like totally casual, like I was always there, coming up from behind the group, be like, well, there's a bunch of stones. It kind of looks like a rock dragon's hiding under the hill.
Oh.
And then
Great.
there's a statue of a dragon, which is also giving me dragony vibes. And
There's not a statue of a dragon.
Oh, what's the statue of a dude and a horse? No, the wing thing.
What?
No, there's like a centaur up there.
There's a centaur up there.
Yeah, no, the wings. Isn't that a statue? The thing with the wings.
The thing with the wings. What are you talking about? What are you looking at? What
The
What are
landmass?
you looking at?
You said there was something that looked like weed had drawn a map.
Oh,
Weed D&D.
Weed D&D, one of the people that we raid into. As you're looking at this landform, it roughly takes the shape of a winged creature under the hill.
Ah, okay. Right. So the hill's kind of got a dragony feel with the wing, kind of these wings things and these spike things. And then there's a horse in a helmet.
Oh.
What?
A horse. What do you want from me? It's a horse, and he looked like
Absolutely
a
it is.
horse, and he had a helmet.
Where is the horse with the helmet at?
He's like behind the third stone.
Doesn't know we're
When-
here.
Sorry.
Doesn't know we're here.
Yes.
Great.
Pink points out, can
Hey!
we see them now that it's been pointed out to us? Or are we too far still?
You guys are a bit far away, but Cool, as he's kind of looking over there with a passive 22 perception at level 4, which is amazing. He kind of looks and you see a horn and like the shape of a face in the shadow of from behind the shadow of the rock pop out and then kind of move back behind the rock.
Oh,
I
hey.
was like, I mean, I could shoot him, but maybe I thought we'd go with the friendly route, then shoot him.
Yeah,
That
let's
sounds rude.
hey, how's it going?
So we're just yelling, not even know if this is like an op or something. We're just assuming it's friendly.
Oh, well,
Go,
if
go,
not,
don't
then
where
we'll
you
find
go.
out.
Does it look like a centaur to me?
It does.
I have centaur friends back home. It's probably one of them. Let's
We
go.
should and I walk after.
Yeah, following right after Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow them.
Hey, piece of advice, guys. Don't call him horseface.
That's rude.
I know.
It's
I
true.
just experience. Okay.
Absolutely true.
I'd love to hear the story behind this experience and why that came after this.
As you all begin to move forward, you get to where the hill starts to slope up, and indeed a large centaur steps out from behind the rock. He is wearing what looks like were the horns that were pulled from the side of something from the Nine Hells, a demon, maybe a Githyanki, something. They are massive curled horns that come forward and to a peak above his forehead. His they're faceted around. It's not a full helmet. They're kind of faceted around with like a leather headband, and his like majestic kind of Captain America blonde, you know, like that color blonde hair comes out in a mohawk over the top of these horns. He is, like many centaurs, a strapping lad with a buckler that looks of orc fashion, actually. It runs a leather strap across his chest, and you can see poking up behind it Amari and Nox specifically. You're quickly looking at like the battle preparedness of this creature, and you see both a spear and a giant double-sided great axe jutting up behind his shoulders. He wears fur-lined bracers that have specific designs cut into them, and his dark kind of chestnut horse body is dappled with various inks and what looks like intricately carved designs down them. He wears a set of good armor. Cool, even the centaurs, you know, he looks unique among centaurs. He wears a variety of straps and buckles off of his side that hang different pouches, crystals, the skull of a small animal. He looks like he is well kept, but not like one of those like swole bros whose only purpose is to look good at a gym. Like he looks like he actually could hurt something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference. And he steps out from behind the rock.
Ooh, he's a little rough around the edges. I like him.
I wave at him and I say in Sylvan,
Oh, hey there, friend.
He looks down at the five of you, casting a glance from person to person. And it feels in the grip of his stare like minutes pass before he talks. And finally, he returns in the common tongue, and he says, "What business have you here?"
This is the Dragon Barrow.
He nods.
We heard peculiar things happening in this area.
And so I ask again, what sort of people come to find the peculiar things that happen instead of staying away smartly?
I am not
Oh.
a smart man.
We are not smart people.
I can
As they-
vouch for that.
As they talk to him, can I like look around to see if there's other people around us, or like to
Yeah,
see if we're being like
absolutely.
ambushed anyway?
Make a perception check.
Perception.
Very smart.
We're the inquisitive type.
9.
You kind of keep to the back of the group and kind of try to pass it off like you're just shifting from foot to foot and like kind of bored, stretching, you know, looking around, trying to keep your eyes on it. But you're a little bit more focused on trying to look like you're not doing anything than actually looking for what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's 100%. Sorry, low dame, I didn't hear.
Oh, we're more the inquisitive types. We like to check things out, solve problems if we can.
He sighs and runs a meaty fist through his mohawk. And he says, "Well, it's best you not stay. Once night comes, it gets interesting in a way that I wouldn't want to be responsible for people like you."
What happens at night?
Give me a persuasion roll.
+1.
Can
It's a hard 8.
Can I cast guidance? Damn it, it was too late.
Absolutely. Go ahead. You may.
I cast guidance.
It's a D4, right?
I'm just going to switch headphones because, 30 minutes into the stream, mine just died.
11.
11. 11. You kind of stop bouncing from one foot to another and just plainly address him. And there is a certain amount of respectability. Like, I don't know how much Amari would know about Centaur people. Usually they have this reputation of being aloof and speaking in riddles and not being well known to the ways of the common tongue folk. There is something different about this Centaur. He seems much more comfortable with the fact that you are an assorted group. He has given no special attention to the half pixie amongst you, which again, or even necessarily to the Furbolg, to the more fey or nature-based folk. One of you had a really high insight. You notice that there is an assertiveness to him. There is a straightforwardness to him. And he says, "Where do you come from?"
Well, I'm from out by Unicorn Run over there in the high forest.
Around.
I think he's talking more immediate. We're working with the town.
Oh,
He stamps a foot almost in like the first act of slight annoyance or impatience that you've seen. And he shakes his head just slightly, his mane kind of flicking over his shoulder, and he nods you all to climb the hill. You should have started with that. I sent for you days ago. What's taken so long?
Great.
I'm
We were moving.
easily distracted.
I mean,
We're here, and I'll start climbing.
we're here. Yeah.
As you all start to climb, he takes particular interest in Knock. And he says, "You there, how do you come to be with this group?"
I stumbled upon them while they were coming through my edge of the woods, so have you. My family kind of disowned me when I was on my own, so I took them as my family.
He bows his head in like slight respect. The family that we find is sometimes more important than the family that we were born to. But I hope that they come to see their mistake in their time. And he says, at night, as you will see in a couple of hours, there are strange lights. My people, my wise women, do not know why these lights are here or what their purpose is. We have kept guard. No one has been hurt, but we cannot seem to investigate ourselves. And his hands kind of just motion to the size of his body. We needed some help from the two-legged kind. I take it you were who they sent to help with this?
Indeed.
Yes.
You
Very
bet.
well. Do you require anything before we wait for nightfall, or sustenance? I'm not sure how fragile your kind are.
Do you have any cheese?
I mean, cheese. I'll never say no to cheese.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go for a good cheese.
He does not respond. And
Okay, no cheese then.
You see him kind of turn his head down and mumble something quietly. And then he says, do you require anything else?
Where's the source of these lights?
This is an excellent question. And he turns and starts to walk towards the middle spine at the start of the, not the start, the high point of this barrow. So way down here, and I'll move everybody, it'll make it easier. You guys can position yourselves around. He points to this spiny rock protrusion from the ground. And he says, we see them rise from here, but we have yet been able to catch one. Anytime we get close, the lights disappear. It is frustrating.
And they don't call to anybody. They don't like entice people.
No,
Oh, so it's not a will.
not us anyway. We may be more sophisticated. It might work for you.
Do they
Just
take
call
any
us
sort of
stupid?
shape?
Yes, he did.
I'm going to choose not to take that personal, but are they bluish?
What kind
They
of shape
are.
do they take?
Light orb shape.
Oh, they could be wisps.
Sounds like ghosts to me.
Which means I didn't bring my psychic helmet.
Do we just wait here then until nightfall for us to get close to these orbs?
Unless you have some other way of creating a darkness that might entice them out.
Can I create a darkness?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, the puppies. Stream puppies.
I mean, I can create a magical darkness. Will that? No, it's fine. We can wait. We can wait. It's okay. I don't want to use a spell slot already.
About then, a small, small compared to him, crow, dark black, almost purple feathers, swoops down, landing on this shoulder pad that he's wearing, and tied around its, it is big for a crow, who are kind of bigger birds to begin with. It has a small pouch. He unties the pouch and throws it to Pink.
Pink opens it.
It's cheese.
Huh. Quick delivery. Impressive.
Wow. That's
Pink
amazing.
starts like putting small chunks of it, throwing them into his mouth. Doesn't offer anything to anybody else, of course.
It is not made of any dairy that you particularly have had before. It is a unique taste that, dairy can usually be described as like mellow or sharp. This is best described as gamey.
I'm gonna stick with my good berries. Those look weird.
He's like chewing and then like stopping and chewing some more, and then finally he goes, it's like jerky cheese. Not the worst thing I've ever had.
Yeah. No, cool. Can I have a good berry?
Hey, they're from yesterday, so they're not great, but they're better than whatever that is. Here you go.
Have they been in your pocket ever since?
They've got lint. They're kind of like slightly covered in lint. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're pocket berries. What do you want?
Blow it off. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, Billy takes one. All right. I'm good to go. Let's just wait till night.
Before, when
I'm
did
trying
this?
to I'm trying to remember, like, is there like a distance thing with wisps? Like, because they're like one of those, if I remember correctly, they like sing to you, or that might be siren, or they entice you. That also might be sirens.
I feel like you really want to fight a siren right now.
Well, it's they're like sirens. They have the thing where they do something that makes you want to go after them, right?
You
So
say
that's a
word.
psychic thing. So which one of us is probably the least affected by that?
Not me.
Just look at thinking and looking around at everybody.
I mean,
That's
if we
probably gonna be me.
wait, okay.
When did this
Uh,
start happening? When did the lights start showing up?
One of our youngsters was out on his watches and he notified us almost 2 weeks ago. We've come every night to try and observe and figure out what this is, and we cannot seem to do this.
Did anything happen 2 weeks ago that may have caused these lights to happen?
Not from our forest. Did anything happen in the town?
Did anything happen in the town?
Nothing that you can remember.
Mm,
Nothing that you
no.
know of anyway.
Was there a recent full moon or anything like that?
It is waning gibbous, so
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I just know that that's something Mike said in our game the other night. So I assume not.
It is the moon's getting smaller, but still more than half.
There you go.
Can I
Uh,
inspect this other stone spine thing and try to see if there's
Abs-
a difference between these?
Absolutely, you can. While you're doing your roll, first we want to say welcome to Twin Dad Witches. Thank you for subscribing. And to Jacqueline, who's going to DM next. Centaur cheese is it's the magic word. You have to somehow now make it into your campaign. Good luck with that. And Lodame's mom donated a short rest. So I'm going to
Ooh.
let you guys, I'm going to set a timer on my phone and just when it randomly goes off, because you don't need it right this second.
Steve and I talked it over. We're just going to do the 5 that didn't get the inspiration. The 5 of
Hey.
us are going to get the inspiration.
Fantastic. Then that's what we're going to do.
My
So
mom
everybody
has
can.
no idea what's going on.
That's okay.
I love
Hi,
it, though.
Lodame's mom. Thank you for supporting us. She's
Lodame,
going
come,
to
Lodame,
play
come.
in the next one that I do, Lodame. Get her ready. She's
gosh.
going to come join us.
Hey.
Yes, we are here for this. We're going to get Shaun back. Hilden be the seasoned veteran. We're going to get Zev's mom, Lodame's mom. Oh yeah, we're on this. I'll get my
All the
mother,
moms.
my father-in-law to play would be a lot of fun.
My dad
Okay.
would definitely play. Okay.
Okay, we're totally getting this
Yep.
set up for next time. Steve, Joe, write this down for the next one that we do. Okay, so waning gibbous. Yes. What were we doing? You're investigating.
I rolled a
Let's go.
10 on my
A
investigators.
10 to investigate. You guys notice Amari uncomfortably in his full plate armor start to kneel down and like doggy dig at the base of this stone, like he's looking for something.
Billy joins in. He doesn't know what's going on, but he joins in.
Sure, make
Such a
an
real one.
investigation roll.
Can I be like assisting Amari?
I got a
Absolutely, if
plus
you'd like to.
0. Okay.
I'll just fly over
15.
and watch them, but not really help.
Gotta love
Look,
Pete.
a 15, that's pretty decent. All right. So look, a 15, you do find that there is something at the base of this rock. There is tiny little holes that look like, in like a pumice stone, how there's like holes that run through it. At the base of this gigantic spine looking rock, there are these tunnels and these tubes that roll through the base. None of them seem to be big enough for you all to get through, but there is some kind of chamber or opening or pit or something underneath this rock.
You guys want me to go check it out?
Is there
Very
something?
neat.
Can we go inside whatever Can we go under this? Under this hill? Can we get inside of it?
I can go in the holes.
Let's do this.
You look to the giant Firbolg, and there is no way that he is getting in these holes.
And then I wild shape into a tarantula, a regular fuzzy.
Oh,
It's the same color, same
Whoa.
color as the beard though, but it's a regular sized tarantula.
Sure.
Before he moves, I like tap guidance on the tarantula. Just
Boop.
I told you
One
to
leg.
warn me when you do spiders. Ugh.
Oh, I hate
fly
it.
fire.
I hate it.
This little wildfire red tarantula scurries down this hole. I have such a good description in my mind, but I will not do it because it's squishing people out.
I love it.
But Lodame and I are on the same page as to how awesome this thing looks. And he goes head first in. Do tarantulas have dark vision? They do.
They have blind sight out to 20 feet.
Hey. There is absolutely a full chamber of rough hewn stone walls. Some of it looks crumbled. Some of it looks like it was chiseled at some point, but is ruined or ruinous now. And you do see occasional little zips of blue light or the shadow. You don't necessarily see the light itself, but you see the movement of light in this area down here.
Can I start to descend from the ceiling just to get a closer look to see what maybe the floor looks like?
Mm-hmm. You descend down, and it's a set of a winding staircase that winds further down into the ground.
About how far does it look like it goes down?
Um,
I'll keep going till I can see the bottom. I won't go to the bottom just till I can
Right.
see it.
like probably hundreds of tarantulas, or like 40 steps. And it is like a flagstone, or it's laid stone. It's not like carved stone. It is a laid stone floor on the ground.
I'll scurry back up and
Mhm.
out the hole. And I'm sorry, but this is exactly what he would do. So cool, would not turn back into, he'd still be the tarantula, and he'd start
Sure.
motioning while trying to tell you all everything. But does anybody speak tarantula here?
I don't know what he's saying. Any
No,
Can I ask
Nobody.
question?
cool. Cool, we've
I'll
talked
get
about this.
Everybody,
you gotta be big.
Everybody can make an animal handling check
Oh,
just
God.
to see.
Oh, +5. We got this. No, we don't.
+0.
I got a 10.
8.
I have a +4. I'm not even sure why. 19.
I got a nat 1 for 2.
Get
Not
it out now. Get it out now.
a giant spider comes out this hole, and you are not having it.
No, I pull out my great sword.
I
and
step in
stretch.
front with my shield up. No. The spider's a friend.
The
Cool,
spider's
cool.
a friend. There's our ad.
It dawns
Um,
on me. I'll turn back in.
Oh, sorry, I always forget. So it just goes down. It's a bunch of laid stone stairs all the way down.
From the holes?
Well, it's like it opens up bigger. So it's like
Oh.
this is on top of it. Maybe we can move it or open it somehow.
Did you find
Ooh.
something useful like a way in?
No. I mean, I found a way in for me.
Sarah, does it look like the capstone, the big kind of
Mhm.
spike stone, does it look like it's movable at all, or brittle? Like really?
Yeah, I mean, there are these porous holes that have started to form in it. It could probably be toppled.
Hey, knock. You want to give this stone a little pushy push?
Yeah, and I go over and try to push over the stone.
Can I
Sure, give
help
me-
him to give
Guidance.
Absolutely. give me, Shaun, roll with advantage. So on D&D Beyond, if you
Nice.
right click, you get the option to roll with advantage. For those of you who are watching, may not be familiar with D&D 5e, advantage means you're going to roll 2d20. You're going to take the higher number as your roll. And then you also have guidance, and you have an inspiration if you need it. So guidance is a +4, or guidance is a 1d4, and then inspiration is a 1d4. So potentially up to 8 more points if you need it.
All right. Got a 22.
Yeah.
22. You go over and like, you're not sure whether or not there's more spiders under there, but if there are, they need to be dealt with. This is now a threat to your friends. So you just go over and like full on shoulder check, like hockey style, shoulder check this rock. And you guys feel the tremor as this rock slides, kind of almost scoots around a bit, and just like a ninja slicing somebody in half, where the half part of the body just slides off. That is what happens with this rock. It just and lands still upright, just further down. And you can see that there is indeed like a little latch, and you can pop the latch. I assume Nock reaches down and pops this latch, and it opens up like a submarine hatch almost. And in fact, you do see a set of stairs. If you'll give me a second, I will move you to the map. Steve, you don't have to do anything. It's on here.
I look over to the centaur and go, really? This took us 5 minutes and nobody tried to push the rock?
Can I ask what the marching order of this group is?
I go first.
You will go first.
I
I'll go
don't have
second.
Billy
dark
hangs
vision.
out with Cool. Billy
I
hangs
don't
out with Cool.
No dark
Oh,
vision.
you don't? Oh, shoot. Do I have dark vision?
I have unlimited dark vision.
Hey,
Got dark.
I'll be like behind and just above Jazz's character.
And Cool and Billy said they
Yeah.
were going first. So I'll go after Billy then.
okay. And
Yeah,
Nock, you'll
no.
bring up the rear.
Guess so.
You
We
are
gotta
like
light a
on the
torch.
lookout in case more spiders come out. You are going to, yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
are
with it.
looking for a new nickname. Absolutely. I love this. Okay. I'm going to move everybody I'm going to move the map into the darkness, Steve, and then I'll
Yes.
reveal it. Give me a second here.
Hey, Cool. Can you like do that light thing that you do?
Before you do it,
Oh.
let me just.
Or Mari?
I
Okay.
got you. And I will use Eyes of the Night to give everybody dark vision with no maximum range for 1 hour.
Holy crap. I didn't know that was a thing. That's awesome.
That's
case-
excellent, because
As-
I hate trying to deal with dark vision. So I appreciate that.
As Amari's doing that, Cool's lighting a torch with druid craft and then almost
No.
blinds himself.
Oh, God, no, put it out.
Hey, my bad, Cool. If we
I
can
don't
be,
actually
secret.
notice anything because I already had it.
Yeah.
it's just further now. You
Now I
can see
can just
everything.
see further.
Yeah.
I can
Um,
see further now.
Nope. All right, so Cool, you come down at the bottom of this staircase, and you see opening up around you a circular hallway that goes around, obviously like where the stairs were cut out. There are branches where the hallway branches off to different areas, and you see flickers of light, like casting shadows around. There must be some light somewhere around the circle.
All right,
What do you
should...
see?
Oh, it looks like there's a circular room down here, and then potentially some
Ooh.
light coming from somewhere.
Let's friggin' go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all make your way into this circle chamber. I'll let you kind of move your characters around where you can see on the map. What are you looking for? What are you doing? What's the plan?
Sources of
see-
light?
Yeah, I'll be looking for the source.
Knock, as you make your way around the north end, you're fairly certain that you're moving towards a light source, but as you pop around that final corner where you are now, it either has extinguished or you don't see it.
Okay.
Hmm.
You said it looks like it's been extinguished.
It must have been extinguished because you don't see a light source up there. You could
Okay.
swear that there was like a flicker of light coming from that area, but now that you're there, you don't see anything.
Is there any way I could go up there and see if anybody had put out the light or anything like that?
Sure. Are you looking for something specific, like the
Just signs of anybody.
remains of like a light, or are you just kind of generally looking in the area?
Just look like the remains if there was light here at one time or not.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Let's see. Where's it at? There we go. 19.
19. You do see another flicker of light. Maybe it was just further away than you expected it to be. You see this flicker of light kind of up this chamber to your right.
I would
Like-
go up. I
like
would
up here.
continue up that chamber and see if I could.
Ooh.
Yeah, the chamber goes north for a bit and then kind of splits off to the side. Amari, as you're coming around the other side, you could swear that you see a flicker of light down this hallway.
Oh, shoot.
If I stop, can I hear any movement down that hallway?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, come on. 10 again.
It's nothing that you hear. You can hear like the footsteps of your friends. Maybe there is something, but it's very echoey. It's like echoey in here in these chambers. So you're not 100% certain. Cool. You don't know what everybody else is messing around with because down this hallway, there's a flicker of light.
Yeah,
When
there's light down there.
there's light down here.
Yeah.
Billy, is there light where you're at? You're muted.
Oh, how about it, Sarah? Is there any light down
Yeah,
there?
absolutely there
Oh.
is.
Nook,
Uh,
is there?
No, it's coming from here. So
There is a small trace of light down my tunnel. as
well, I suggest we split up.
Okay, let's not do that.
Naturally.
All right,
Absolutely
shoot it?
not.
100%.
Let's
All for
choose
each of us.
one. Let's choose
Okay.
one and investigate.
Okay, how about north? Knock saw it first.
How
I've-
far away is the light?
Just out of sight. Like it's weird. It's not the light that you see. It's the flicker of light on the wall. You're not seeing the light directly.
I got a question. Does it look like these lights are trying to lead us off, or is it like it's dim until we get to it and then it looks extinguished? Or how
Give
is
me
this?
an intelligence check
Oh wow.
or
Guidance.
wisdom
Guidance.
or intelligence. I'll let you choose.
Let me see.
With your D4.
Where's wisdom check? Is it?
So those are at the very top of your character
Okay.
sheet. It's like wisdom, intelligence, strength, constitution.
$17. You said I could add a D4 to it?
Yes, sir.
So 17 plus 4.
Shaun clearly is that player who's like 17, this is some bullshit right here. And Shaun just wants to roll above a 20 on everything. I love this energy. This is good. This 17 was a perfectly respectable roll for a 4th level character that I definitely would have given you the answer for. But of what you rolled, yeah, absolutely. There is some tomfoolery. There is some shenanigans afoot These lights are absolutely trying to separate you, and they are absolutely leading you somewheres
All right,
separately.
guys, we need to pick a tunnel and go together. I feel like this is just trying to get us into some trouble.
Right. All right.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah. But it's up. Yeah, you're right. Yep. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
So north then?
Chicanery,
And
too.
them, they're always right.
Yeah,
Let's go north then.
All right.
Yeah, seems good.
It's
absolutely.
good as direction as any.
And I'm gonna go first down that northern tunnel.
All right.
Um,
I'm going to be the last one to go in the tunnel.
ooh, that's the wrong reveal.
That's okay, but then you're going to be behind Pink's wings.
That's okay.
As you make your way down this hallway, Knock, you get to this part and you kind of look around the corner. I imagine Knock is not the kind who's super just fast to run into anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. Knock is a little bit cautious.
He's very cautious.
And Knock, you look around and it seems like there is another kind of split in the hallway in front of you there.
Do I see any light down either one of those paths?
No, the light seems to have stopped. As like when you got to kind of the bend where you're at, the light seemed to have disappeared.
Is there any sign of anybody coming through these paths anytime recently?
Give me an investigation check.
Guidance.
Let's see. Okay. 8 plus 12 total.
You don't notice anything specific. It is dusty. These stones are dust. There's no footsteps. There's no like disturbance in it. But there is a part that isn't stone, and that is odd. There is a part right before you get to like the opening of where that path splits again, pretty much right where you're standing right there. So I'm going to say you don't actually stand there yet. You're just looking at it. It is wood planks. It is not stone.
Does it look like what we came through, any type of hatch or anything like that?
Nope,
Or
nope.
is it just
The
wood
hatch
planks?
that you came through was like stone.
Okay.
This is the first part you've seen where it's wood on the floor and not stone.
All right. So from that point on, is it wood down the paths or is it just in that spot?
Just in that spot, it's stone again on the other side. So like up here, it's stone again. It's just this part that's wood.
Can you check for like any traps or anything?
Absolutely. How are you checking for traps? What are you doing to check?
Basically, I guess just check the edges of the plank, see if there's any type of release, or am I gonna fall through this this wood plank here? if I
Right.
try to go across it.
So remind me what weapons that you have with you.
I have a flame tongue greatsword, hand axe, and I believe that's it. Yeah.
You go and you like touch the edge of these you touch the edge of these planks with your greatsword, and they start to shift. The dust releases up into the air, and without very much pushing, like you're a strong guy, but without very much pushing, one of the planks falls in and immediately shatters. It was old, dry, rotted wood anyway, but you notice that there is a glint of metal from the bottom of what was beneath this, pretty far down. This does look like it was a pit trap.
Okay. And how far does it look across it? Like, what's the gap?
It's about 5 feet across.
Okay.
Good job, Knock.
And you said there is wood on the, I mean, a stone on the other side of it.
There is stone on the other side. Yeah. As you're like looking very closely, rows of like rusty swords have been embedded into the floor of the pit. And so
Oh.
as these wood planks fell down, they just kind of crumbled onto these rusty swords.
It's the rust that, oof.
Tetanus, get you in the end.
I guess I'll just say back to the others, be careful, there are traps.
I'll look up just to make sure that there's not another part to this trap.
You are very far back in this very small, tight hallway, but from what you look up and see, it is carved stone ceiling above you.
I'll be like, excuse me, excuse me, pardon me.
Everybody squishes to the side as Pink, the half pixie,
Oh,
wanders
wait,
his way through.
Hey,
The
don't get
wings.
handsy. All right. Okay, and then I'll just fly across and make sure there's nothing on the other side.
Nothing on the other side. It is stone.
Okay,
So
just
easy,
jump, guys.
easy to
Come on.
jump. Yeah, easy to jump. All right. Jump, up,
Everybody said.
Yeah.
jump.
Can we all jump over there? Do we need to jump and move?
No, you guys can each jump. I'll get athletics checks from everybody.
Oh,
If I fall
Guidance
into
on
this, I'm
myself.
super
I am
disappointed.
good at that.
Guiding myself.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
made it dark,
5
sorry.
feet of jumping.
let's
Do a little
Love it.
twirl.
athletics check.
I got a 22.
Got a
So 20
17.
23 total.
Using the inspiration and
Yeah.
guiding myself, I got an
Oh,
11.
no.
Hey.
11 will work. I was looking for a 10.
Okay. Phew.
Okay.
Phew.
So you all make your way, and you're gonna have to like pick a side that you want to be on and orient yourselves. But as you get across here, there are 2 sarcophagi on either side of this middle part of this middle piece of stone. There are 2 sarcophagi. The one that Pink is standing by is pretty intricately etched, although it's kind of faded over time. It's dissolved away. It must be very old. The one that is over by where Cool is has some etching, but not nearly as intricate as the other one. More importantly, or more interestingly, at the end of this area, there is the room rounds out at the end, and there is a gigantic dragon skull
Holy
is
bits.
protruding from the wall, the horns kind of still embedded into the wall itself, the neck also seeming to be coming out from the wall.
I immediately used my Fearbolt detect magic.
You do detect magic on the other side of the wall from where you are.
Which wall?
Sorry, from this center partition wall, you detect magic must be coming from over where Pink is, like beyond the normal things that you're used to sensing, which are the magic items that your party carry. There is something there.
Hey, Pink, that coffin you're in front of there's magic in it.
Oh
On it,
yeah, no,
In it.
no, dude, this thing is, it's all fancy. This is totally gonna have treasure. Probably also vampires, but treasure, definitely.
Vampires. Billy walks over to the skull. Are any teeth loose?
As you walk over to the skull,
Oh no.
it's not teeth that immediately grab your attention.
Okay.
On top of like the flat part of the top part of the skull, there is something metal, something glinting embedded into like sword in the stone style in the top of this dragon head.
Is it
What
magical?
is it?
It is magical.
That's magical too, Billy.
Oh,
Don't
great.
just grab it. Check for traps.
He's like,
been
Please.
there, done that, had the ceiling fall on us.
Hey,
Gotcha.
Revos did.
right. Okay. He wants to touch it so bad, but he'll be good and he'll put his hand away and hold his hand.
Is there a gap between the top of the sarcophagus and the bottom?
What do you mean?
So I'm assuming it has a lid, is what I'm getting at.
Correct. Yeah.
Is there a gap in the lid, or is the lid tight?
The lid's tight.
Darn.
We really gonna open that up?
Well, you're not going to get the treasure without the danger, right?
Well, there's treasure over here that doesn't need opening. Someone want to come check this out? I'm not very good at the whole traps thing.
I can look at some stuff.
Oh, thanks, cool.
Amari will stand like right about here and keep watch for anything
Here-
coming behind us.
Here's how I figured this goes. We grab the crystal, the sarcophagus opens.
Okay. I'm good at perception, and I'll guide myself. That's a 5. Wait, no, sorry, 5. 12. I forgot to add my actual bonus.
Yeah, it's a sword.
There's a sword there.
It's a sword that's embedded into the skull.
So the crystals in the sword and the skull?
What crystals? What?
I thought you said there was a crystal. So there's a sword in the skull.
There's a sword in the skull.
Okay.
Billy wants to pull it out.
Does Billy pull it out?
Yeah, Billy's gonna pull it out.
Billy
Guidance.
jumps on top, and like in this hero moment, Billy hears like 80s hair rock playing in the background of his own mind, and his white hair ripples with like this magic Beyonce wind that nobody is sure where it came from. And Billy is just like, yeah, and like
His
pulls
chest
it out.
ripples.
Absolutely. It is a very special sword that you will find if you go to your inventory and you add a sword called Dragon Slayer.
Sweet.
This sword gives a +1 to attack and damage. When you hit a dragon with this weapon, the dragon takes an extra 3d6 of slashing damage. For the purpose of this weapon, dragon refers to any creature within the dragon type, including dragon turtles and wyverns.
Nice. Excellent.
I'm going to go back to the sarcophagus because I'm absolutely convinced that they're going to open now.
The second that the sword clears the head, like the point of the sword clears the head, Pink,
a great
you
sword.
are almost knocked over as this pressure releases from the sarcophagus in front of you, and wind starts to the wind that was blowing Billy's hair, you have found the source of as pressure swirls around from in this sarcophagus. This something appears in front of you, and you don't know what it is, but you know what it's not. It is not light. In fact, the only way that you can see it is by the way that it absorbs and sucks in any light that would be around it. And it is this great creature of shadow and darkness and dread that fills even your pixie mischievous heart.
Oh no.
That's where we're going to take our quick break, and we're going to come back to roll initiative.
Okay,
My
okay.
hands already
It's
on
all
the
good.
keyboard.
Just before
all
we go,
good.
I'm gonna be like
So-
spitting out the dust and going, called it.
Can I
Couldn't help it, man.
request, if you are going to make a donation, now would be a good time to donate and support the Extra Life campaign. I think we're getting really close to a giveaway level, which would be really awesome on the first game of the day. Thank you for watching. We will be back in like less than 10, maybe like 7-ish minutes, if that works for everybody. So we will be right back with our game. Bye. Hey, everybody,
Hey.
and welcome back to our stream. We are in the midst of the Dragon Barrow, and as Billy has pulled a Dragon Slayer sword out of the skull of this ancient beast that is buried in this chamber, a form of darkness-sucking light creature has appeared in front of Pink. So let me actually make it visible to everybody. How about that for a thing?
Easy.
Oh, Mario, don't do that.
That's awful.
It
Stream
does.
kitty.
Isn't it pretty? Yeah, that was Mario. So yes, this ugly looking creature here takes up, it is massive.
Oh God.
I'm gonna get everybody to roll inspiration, and I'm gonna get our turn counter up.
Inspiration, I think you meant.
I'm sorry, not
Initiative.
inspiration. Initiative is what I'm looking for.
Oh, that's
21.
crappy.
It's not great.
Oh,
Oh, that's terrible.
Indeed.
like,
He is
Okay.
not fast.
we will not be like that.
Cool. What do you got,
I got a 21.
Hey.
Billy?
5.
Knock.
11.
Pink.
15.
15. Amari.
21.
Woo.
But Cool can definitely go first.
Okay.
Bringing up the rear.
My dex is +2.
Mine's is 2.
Hey.
Rollies? No.
Rollies.
Yeah, rollies. That's what you're gonna do. Roll a d20. We're doing this. Let's go.
Rollies.
12.
Okay, I'm gonna. Natural 1.
All right. Cool.
Ooh.
As you as the detector that you have of your detect magic in the back of your brain shifts, there is like the bing bing that I imagine detect magic is, shifts from outside of the tomb and shifts slightly so that it is in front of or on the other side of Pink from you. And as you turn around and look, you see this this darkness suck in all of the light around it, which is how you know where this thing is. It is it is consistently moving. Its shadow and its wind whips, and you see Pink's hair and wings kind of getting battered as it's like as he is up front in the face of this. And whereas when you first came down into the area, you guys were following like the reflections of light. This very clearly is the absence of all light, even the dark vision that you all have been gifted. It is that. And speaking of that dark vision, because Twin Dad Witches donated $25, everybody can click the short rest button on your character sheets. So some of you have some powers that are going to come back, which is pretty excellent.
Nothing came
So
back.
thank you, Twin Dad Witches, for that. And yeah, here we go.
And Dad.
Okay.
Cool. What would you like to do?
I will use my action to activate my symbiotic entity. It's kind of going to be like, you know, those like mushrooms that go. It's kind of going to be look like that, except it's going to be like out of fright. The ghosty thing jumps out and goes and this like smoking cloud of spores starts kind of floating around him in 10 feet, and I get 16 temporary HP.
Nice.
And then I'm going to bonus action cast Flame Blade. And
Okay.
I'm not going to move.
You're
That's
not
it.
going to move. All right. Amari, you were kind of, you had your back to the group as you were looking down the hallway to see if there was anything down there. And as this wind starts to whip around you, you turn around and you can't see Pink anymore. You see Knock to the side, and light seems to be coming from that end of the hallway. But to the north west of you, there is no light. It is so dark. You can't see a thing, but it is the absence of light that shows you where this is.
Okay, so as my action, I will cast Bless on Pink, Nook, and Billy. All right, so that's a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Awesome.
Um,
Can we stack these? Because I still have a D4.
A D4 from guidance, right?
From
Bless.
inspiration. From inspiration. I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Inspiration and Bless are two separate things. They're going to stack.
Yep.
and that's my turn. I'm just going to stay right here.
Excellent. Pink.
I am going to get up and try and briefly fix my hair, but remember I'm in the middle of battle, so I stop.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use Hunter's Sense,
Mhm.
which if anything I can see, if it says 60 feet, I can learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, what they are, if the creature, and what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination magic.
It is not hidden from divination magic. It is an elemental. It is immune to poison, and it is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
It's an air elemental, the usual ones.
It's not an air elemental, it's just an elemental.
It's an elemental. I mean, basically what you just said.
Elemental of darkness? The hell is this?
And then I yell out, "Shillelagh!" Grab my shillelagh and attack and do a swipe on this thing. It is a magical item once I say that.
Okay.
So
And Knock,
13.
you're on deck.
With the D4.
Christian, you're blessed.
Yep, I'm blessed. So 13 plus 4 is 17.
1D4.
Yeah,
Roll the
13 would not have hit. A 17 does hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
7.
7. You strike out, whacking this thing with what you assume is this thing. And you do see a little puff of darkness dissipate and light starts to fill that space again. Knock, you're up.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna be pulling out my flame tooth greatsword.
Okay.
And as he pulls it out, he just yells the word "hot," and it bursts into like a
Love it.
yeah, like with this orangish, with like a slight green flame at the tip of it.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
okay.
Hot.
And about how far am I from?
This darkness is right in front of you. This is a large thing, so it is directly in melee with you, Amari, and Pink.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna attack it with my flame tongue greatsword.
Go for it.
I duck.
15.
15 hits. 15 is what you needed.
Plus 4, right? He's got the inspiration.
1D4.
But you don't need that now, so maybe hold on to that.
It'd be 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. You are not having this. Between the spiders, the pit trap, and now this darkness thing, you are not into it.
I do not like this situation.
This, like, you've already lost one family, you're not about to lose another. You strike forward with your flame tongue sword. And this deep green hot fire burns away a whole swath of this darkness, leaving this streak of light shining into it. Well done. It is the turn of the creature. And let's see, who did the most damage? Knock did the most damage. It is going to do a slam attack against Knock and a slam attack against Amari as well.
I didn't even do nothing.
No, but the
exist.
very divination of your spells is radiant, which is
The disrespect is so high.
I'm right literally in front of it, so I'm going.
Mhm.
Yep, I'll take the miss.
let's see, a 15 to hit Amari and a 21 to hit Knock.
Yeah, that hit.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mine is 15.
Uh, 6 points of damage to Amari, and only 6. Those are incredibly low sucky rolls. Only 6 points of damage to Knock as well.
I think you're doing a fantastic job with these rolls.
That was very low. Max damage is 15, so that was not great.
When the creature hits Knock, can I use a reaction to do Warcaster?
You can.
And I will do inflict wounds.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20, 27.
Hey,
Nicely done.
All right, roll your double damage.
So 36.
36 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Is that already doubled? Does like D&D Beyond double it already?
Yeah, when you roll a
30.
natural 20 on D&D Beyond, it already doubles it.
36.
That's great. Wow.
That is incredible. You reach out, seeing it slam Knock up against the stone. You reach your hands just directly into this inky blackness, and your hands, you can't even, your hands are so deep into this darkness, you don't even see them as they catch fire, but you grab at really nothing. There's nothing there to grab, but whatever it is, you're pretending that you're grabbing something, and you rip your hands out as they are casting this divination, radiant, divine energy, pulling out like the innards of this creature, disemboweling the darkness itself. Because why, Jazz? Clerics are the best.
Hands down. Hands down.
Hands down the best class. Clerics for the win. Beautiful, beautiful, staggering amount of damage. This thing is starting to lose its formation and shape even as your hands come back out of it. You can start to see wisps of the light, and you can see pink on the other side. Well done.
Hey.
Well done. Billy, you hear swords, you hear people getting slammed up against rocks. You can't really see very much from where you are, but
Right.
for sure there is something happening.
Is this rock in the center here? Is that like a pillar all the way to the ceiling?
It is, yeah. It's a
Okay.
like a dividing area.
Okay. So, well, Cool does his little mushroom puff. Billy wants to get away from that. He'll go down here and stand next to Knock.
As you stand next to Knock, who is like pressed up against the wall with this darkness pressing against his formidable bugbear chest, you see these swirls and tendrils of darkness. And very occasionally there's like a small opening, and you see Amari beyond that.
So could I hit the creature?
You can from where you are.
Okay, great. I'm going to use that new greatsword. Yeah, and because I'm blessed, so that's great. That is terrible. That is really, truly terrible. That is, well, it's 12.
You also
You
have that other D4.
Yeah.
you do have another inspiration. You
Not
are
yet.
blessed and you have an inspiration, don't you?
Yes. So let's try that again.
Just for the 4.
Oh, that's better. That's a 16.
16. Hey,
Mm.
that'll work. That's
Yes.
good. You go to strike forward, and just as you're about to like bring this new sword down, you're just not, you haven't even like practiced swinging it yet. You're still kind of getting a grip. And it slides out of your grip just slightly, but that's actually probably in your favor. And as you readjust your grip, you come down, narrowly missing, slicing some of Nock, and come down into the dark tendril. Roll your
Okay.
damage.
I do have kind of like moist hands. He's just a very moist guy.
You can chalk or something.
Some climber's chalk. Should have
11.
asked the centaur for that. 11 points of damage.
11 damage.
You
Chunk.
strike into this, and the darkness recedes even further, completely letting go of Nock, who is now free to completely move and make his next attack.
Okay, and for bonus action, I say, hey, Nock, you got this, man. Bardic Inspiration. So you get a D6 to add to one roll.
Love it.
So
Love
yeah.
it.
Bardic
We love ourselves
Inspiration.
inspirational. That's Jazz. This is why Order Cleric is the best cleric, though, because we get that inspiration piece where we can force people to do stuff. I'm trying to convince Jazz to get rid of her monk and come play a second Order Cleric with me.
I got you.
We would do so much damage.
I'll put it on the maybe list. We'll look more into this.
All right. Going back up to the top of initiative. Cool. And then Amari's on deck.
I'm sneak in behind Pink and we're like, do you mind if I just step forward here and take a whack at the thing?
Have at it.
Okay. I step forward and I take a whack at it with my flame blade.
Okay. And Pink is fairly small. Pink just kind of like squishes to the side.
Yeah.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 absolutely hits.
And that is 10 points of fire damage.
You strike forward. Your fire damage burning away some of that darkness there, and even more of the space becomes illuminated as not that there's light in here, but you all have dark vision as the light of what little ambient light exists in the world around you with dark vision is less and less kind of sucked away. Do you know what I'm describing? And so it's even more seeable in this moment. And you can see Amari there, whose hands are still like with the new LED lights, when you turn them off and they still glow green for another minute. Amari's hands are glowing like phosphorescently. Yeah. Speaking of, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Cool.
Nope.
Amari.
All right, I will.
Hey, Thantos.
Yeah, we'll just hit him with the mace. Like,
Hit it with the
I'm
mace.
just gonna go and take my mace and try to hit him.
All right.
That's a 10. A
Mhm.
D4 won't get me there.
You
accept
strike
my mace.
forward with the mace, and the curse of the cleric runs deep in all of us who play the cleric class, and our martial weapons just don't hit the same or at all ever. And you strike into it, and nothing really seems to happen as you're trying to find something to find purchase onto. It swipes through. Would you like to use a bonus action?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna call it there.
Okay. Pink.
How hurt is this thing looking? Pretty hurt?
It is looking hurt for sure.
Does it look like it could last a couple more rounds, do you think?
Would you like to use your action to make an insight check?
Yes.
Use your action to make an insight check.
As soon as I find insight.
Sure. Yeah.
What the fuck
Knock,
is-
you're on deck.
There it is. Yeah, that's a natural one.
This thing could go all day. There's basically at no point that you're going to kill
Like
this.
Cap.
All right, fine. Although Pink looks like a little frail thing, they are actually a monster slayer, which is a very cool new form of ranger. And as part of being a monster slayer, they have something called Slayer's Prey. Anything within 60 feet that I see, I now get an extra 1d6 damage until the fight's over, or I designate it for somebody else. And I'm going to hit it with Shillelagh again.
Which is a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is very cool, actually.
Mhm.
And it's actually a Shillelagh that they use.
I'm cool.
12
You have bless.
plus
What?
16.
Well,
16 absolutely does hit. Thantos, thank you for joining us on our stream today. We
Yay.
appreciate you viewing and watching with us.
So that would be 1d8 plus 4 plus 6. So that's 7 plus
It gives you 6 to hit or
plus 6 to
1d6.
damage. Yeah.
Okay.
1d6. No, not 2d6. I'm just going to take the one that comes up first. Oh, they're both 3s. So 10 total.
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You do 10 points of damage striking with your shillelagh. And like,
I tell everybody incorrectly, this thing still has a lot of life left in it, or not life,
shit.
or whatever it is.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, dang it.
absolutely. Princess Marceline, welcome. First time chatter on our Twitch stream. Thanks for joining us. You strike forward with your shillelagh and you do, the rest of you guys, as Pink is like, this thing could go on forever. This thing is hard to hold itself together. Like it is not gonna go forever. You have clearly damaged it significantly. Maybe Pink knows something you don't, but there is inconsistency between what Pink is saying and what you are seeing. Knock, what would you like to do?
I guess hearing
Great.
Pink yell that we're gonna be all day with this, I'm just gonna start whacking with my flame tongue.
Go for it.
Whack even harder.
That's the After Dark episode.
17 to hit.
Ooh.
17 absolutely hits.
Keep saying that, they're going to make us do one.
15 damage.
As this gigantic bugbear reaches forward with his flaming longsword, Shaun, it is my great deep pleasure as the first DM of the day to ask, how do you want to do this, buddy?
Ooh, yeah.
Just, I guess just seeing the biggest part of this shadow, I just brace myself off the wall and just drive my greatsword straight through the blackness.
There is a moment where you remember seeing Amari's hands in the very center of this darkness, and you just fix that point in your mind. And with all of your skill and practice over the years and your protection of your family, like burning hard in your heart, you strike forward with your flame tongue sword. And there is this dull pulse of light. You feel the sword vibrate a bit in your hands, and then just light explodes, cascading off of all the walls as every bit of this darkness is driven away, almost like Pac-Man chased. The light goes and finds any shadow and shade and darkness and dissolves and destroys it. And there is a peace and quiet that exists in this room for a moment.
Well, it looks
This-
bigger from down here, all right?
I guess Knock would just say to Pink, we need to redefine your term of all day.
Tall people, things look bigger from here.
Okay.
Yep.
Are we?
Oh, well, maybe that was a good thing to do. It feels like this place is at rest.
Amari, you hear a little laughter in the hallway behind you.
Oh no.
Mm.
I turn around and immediately start going to it.
Immediately, just without
Immediately.
hesitation. What
Yeah.
a
Careful of
cleric
the
thing
trap.
to do. I love it so much.
I see her leaving and I follow.
You get to that fork in the hallway, and the laughter splits and comes from the west and the east.
Oh, we really going to? Okay.
Let's do it.
So we
I
have
always
two
say go
ways
to
to
right.
go. West or east is the playing games. Should we go all together or do we want to split?
Well, no, I mean, let's not split. But isn't west more towards where the hill actually is? Or
That's
did we
true.
come down right in the center of
You
the
came
hill?
down right from the center of the hill.
Okay. So it's like the wings we have to explore. Okay.
Yeah, let's check the left one.
Yeah, let's go west.
I'm a young man. Let's go west.
Let's do it.
You go down and you find another one of these kind of dividing walls, but at the end, you do see the flickers of light kind of leading you on. And as you get further down, Amari, are you leading the pack?
Yeah.
So as you kind of turn your head from where you are standing there, you turn your head and you see another long room. This time it has at least 2 tombs that you can see, potentially more.
More tombs.
It's just tombs.
Maybe this place is haunted and that's what the lights are.
Any more swords?
I still have my
Oh.
flame sword, so you want me to just go whack things first?
I will move out of Cool's way.
Amari, can you
wait.
make a dexterity saving throw?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, there were traps the other way. Oh no.
Yeah,
You still have bless, I think.
5, which makes it a 7, which I'll just go ahead and use my. That's an 8. That's a natural
no.
1 on there.
As you step here, the wooden boards, similar to what Nock had found previously, creak and crack. And just as you're like, uh-oh, and you try to make a jump towards the other side, pressing off of them to make your jump, they just collapse under you.
how far would I be
Um,
behind her?
Can I use my reaction to try and grab them?
He jumps away from us.
Or kick them across?
Karate kick him.
Just
Like Sparta kick them right in the back.
Sparta
across
kick him
the-
across.
give me a dexterity check just to see how quickly you could do this.
That's what I was asking. How far would I be behind her too?
That's a 15.
You're around the whole of the
Oh,
corner.
A 15, you do your best to kick, and for better or for worse, Amari does go forward, which maybe, you know, is going to help like trying to get out on the other side, but it's not like a forward and up kick. It's not like a field goal trajectory. It was just like a kickball trajectory. Do you know what I'm saying? And Amari just moves a little bit forward while also falling onto the rusty swords.
I mean, somebody has to take damage. It makes sense that it's me. This is what I'm here for.
Jazz, will you roll a d4 for me?
Absolutely. I'm gonna roll it with the dice you got me to see. That's a 3.
Aw, a 3. I need more dice.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
So take it back.
that
Oh,
goes
no.
ahead.
No, not like in a bad way, you guys. Hold on.
More dice is always bad.
Yeah, I
How can that be a good way?
And it's not a good way, but not like I only had 2 sets of dice with me and you rolled a 3. So I needed a third one. Not like I need 10 dice.
I meant to say I rolled a natural 1.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
No, you did not. And an extra one for lying.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll just heal myself. It's okay.
Oh,
15 points of, well, 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of piercing damage, if that makes a difference to you.
Oh, so just a rusty cut on the way down.
As your fall is, as you get kicked from behind, you almost like splay yourself forward. And you're like, at first you're like, no, this will be good. Like if I, in the second that it takes you to fall, a year has elapsed in your brain. And you're like, you know how people can like lay on a bed of nails, but because their weight is evenly distributed, they don't get hurt. And so you're like, that's what I'm going to do. Instead, it's more like a belly flop action. It's not good. And it's like, it manages to pierce the parts where your plate armor isn't. It's a lot of damage. How you doing there?
I got like 10 hit points left, but I'm fine.
Okay.
I just,
You're the cleric. You can heal yourself.
Exactly. I like trap. There's a trap right here.
Oh no, man. Oh no.
Getting blood out my mouth.
Can I jump across and then throw my rope down?
Absolutely, you can. Give me an athletics check that you don't land on Amari.
Oh,
Guidance. Good, I needed it. Oh, that didn't help. 8.
oh
am I?
In
Oh,
midair,
no.
I'm gonna wild shape into a bat.
I was like, how far am I behind him? Can I just like grab the back of his neck?
Oh, you got Billy right in front of you.
Oh,
As you go, is wild shape an action or a bonus action?
It's an action, I think. Yeah, it is.
no. Oh
Which
no.
jumping like athletics is also an action. So
Oh no.
so you go to jump across, and what I'll say is, in the moment that you realize, as your foot, like you go to jump and your foot is halfway on one of the boards that had like broken in half and it moves. So you go to jump, your foot falls out from under you, then you're like, oh no, wild shape. Give me where's my player's handbook?
I feel like this is going bad.
No.
Give me a D, just roll a D6 for me.
Oh, it's not funny, but it's so funny.
2.
A 2. I know there's a list here of different creatures that druids can wild shape into.
For me,
Where is it?
oh shoot, I can't do flying speed. I can do max CR 1/2, no flying speed. So I can't even do a bat. I could do a rat.
Or something really small.
You know, as you go and you're like, bat. Instead, what ends up happening is not a bat. You're fall dyslexic, and a lynx cat lands on Amari's back. Amari takes an additional 2 points of damage as he sinks a little bit lower onto the swords as 4 paws land solidly on his back, distributing that weight. Yeah, I don't know that I don't know making bread on Amari's back is really going to help him at this moment. But you're a cat, so you could leap back out of the pit, no problem.
What's going on up there?
Billy,
Oh, it's
you
not
come
good.
around the corner.
It's not good.
Yeah, Billy, you come around the corner and it's not good.
Oh, it's a big mess. You guys all right?
Yeah.
No, get out of there, Cool.
Thanks, Cool. Thanks, Cool.
Amari,
Yeah, Cool just jumps gracefully up to the other side.
how deep is the pit? I'm sorry.
This pit is about 10 feet deep.
So could I reach down and grab Amari's hand or something to help
Amari
pull him out
was
of there?
kicked to the far end of the pit away from you.
Jeez. Right.
So if you get to the other side, for sure you
Okay.
could pull Amari up.
Yeah, Billy jumps to the other side.
Give me an athletics check.
Yes.
Hey, that's a 24.
Hey, you like easily as you're like,
Parkour.
cool, get out of there. And you're like, you just almost, yeah, like parkour, like kind of bounce yourself off the wall, ninja warrior style and get over there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I offer a hand to Amari.
I grab it.
Yeah.
and I try and pull as hard as I don't want him to do any of the work. I try and just lift him out of there.
Yeah, I am not fixing to kill the cleric in a pit
Okay.
trap. So you just pull Amari right out.
Excellent,
Um,
excellent.
Like
would've been-
one of the swords is still embedded, like it came loose from the ground and it's still kind of like embedded as Amari climbs out of this pit. But you know, Amari's out and that's not nothing.
Like to take the sword out and drop it and put my back against the wall. Like there's a trap.
Oh
here,
man.
Let's pay
Yeah,
attention to
there's
the
a trap.
traps.
Yeah, we got to look out for traps.
I will just
Right.
kind of purr and rub up against Amari and then go. sit
Cool, not
somewhere.
helping.
I'm the only one
Uh,
who's been damaged this whole time, right?
No, Nock took some
No,
damage
I
too.
took damage.
That means we're all-
Speaking of Nock, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna jump across, I guess.
All right, give me an athletics check.
$23.
Yeah, absolutely. You just lightly twinkle toes right over the top of that. And you see Amari sitting off to your side there, looking not great.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I just pat Amari on the head.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Hmm.
Yeah. Pink, are your wings always out? Can you use that anytime?
I can fly or walk,
Okay.
but I
So
can only go up to 30 feet.
right. So Pink gets across as well. And you're all now in this room where there are, in fact, 4 sarcophagi. They are in alcoves. They have different either runes or languages inscribed on each of the 4 sarcophagi.
Are any of them primordial? I
None
can
of
read
them are
primordial.
primordial.
Okay, then I'm useless. I won't touch anything this time. Everyone go ahead and I won't touch it.
Does anybody know what these rooms are?
What are the languages that everybody reads?
Celestial.
Druidic, Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
Gnomish, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
It's probably dragon.
Elvish is one of them.
Oh.
Dwarven is one of them.
Oh.
Sylvan and Elvish are not the same thing, right?
No, Dwarven is one, Elvish is one, Giant is one.
Woo.
And sorry, I'm just thinking of what the other one is here. And there's another one that none of you guys can read.
Guess I head over to the one that's dwarvish.
The one that's dwarvish is it is a name. You recognize the runes. It is a name. And then you recognize the second set of runes is a deity. It is the name of a deity. And essentially what it says is, here lies a brave cleric. Their spirit and their family were important to them. Or like their deity, like that kind of spirit, their deity and their family were important to them in life and in death. Here they lay peacefully for all eternity.
I guess I turned to the guys. So there's a cleric in this one. That's the name of a cleric that had believed highly in their family and deity.
I'll check out the giant and the elvish ones.
The giant is, for giant, which is fairly like functional as a language, this is the most flowery and effusive language that you have ever seen giant try to form itself into. It is, first off, it's in iambic pentameter, which is odd for giant. Like, it is not normal. And it essentially just says, this is the great warrior poet whose mission in life was to make the world more beautiful. And here they lay with their family, having completed their life's quest.
I will purr and shoulder rub it, and that's it, because I'm still a cat.
Oh my God.
Yep. And sorry, what's the other one you were looking at?
The elvish, if it's similar, and we don't have to go over it, we're running a little low on time.
Yeah, the elvish, more so than like flowery language or the deity piece, is more, speaks of somebody who really wanted to know as much as possible and was a great scholar in life.
I'm looking for the trigger, because I figured this place is like now pretty predictable, you know, pit, sarcophagus, trap. So I'm looking for the trigger for these sarcophagus.
Give me a investigation check. Lodame, how long does detect magic last?
Oh, it's gone. I cast.
Then I asked for no reason.
I cast Flame Blade, so that's up now.
8.
Doesn't seem to be anything in the way of like open treasure that was the reason. Like the treasure, the sword being pulled from the dragon's head is what seemed to have triggered the creature in the other room. There's nothing like that here. Just
Okay.
so,
My eyes will glow slightly
Mhm.
and look slightly animalistic
Mhm.
as I use primeval awareness
Ooh.
Ooh.
and to sense whether there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead present within 1 mile.
yeah. There are those things. Not
Unfortunately,
necessarily
it does not
super
reveal the
close to
creature's
you.
location. So like, does it tell you whether it's specific?
I will say that there is some kind of fey creatures that there is like I'll say that over the course of casting the spell, like the further away something is, the longer it takes to get to your mind. That's how I'm going to flavor how this spell unrolls.
Yeah.
And immediately upon casting it, fey.
Yeah, there's like, we're completely surrounded by my folk here.
I'll
Like,
run
there's
and
lots
jump
of them.
back. I'll run and jump back across the trap and just kind of sit on the other side.
When you say surrounded, like in this room, we're surrounded?
Well, you know,
period.
primeval awareness is super specific. So, you know, within a mile, there's lots.
Within a month. Oh, okay. Well, there's not much here. We should probably go to the east side then, right? Rather than disturb graves. I don't.
Yeah, I don't see an obvious trigger, so or obvious treasure. So I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. To the
So
east.
you guys start to make your way towards the east. Who's in front there?
I'll take front.
I'll go right behind them.
Go behind Amari.
Heading down. I don't know, where'd you guys go? Heading.
Oh, I keep hitting the
Are you
wrong-
guys going all the way this way?
Yeah.
I'll move the map over a bit. Heading over this way.
Wonderful.
There is a longer hallway than before. And it seems to keep opening up into like more branches.
I'm just always going to take the furthest one away and completely ignore the tricky voices.
Okay.
So I'll always take the one to the, like this one here.
Okay. You guys make your way. So Pink, where? All right, cool, goes there. Show me where you guys are on the map.
I'm gonna be sniffing for traps and other stuff though.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Yeah. Mari's paying a lot
Investigation
more
check for
attention.
anybody who's more cautious this time.
I'll look down.
Hey. 15.
17.
As far as you can tell, it's all stone. You don't notice any more wood this time.
I rolled a 10, by the way.
This, yeah, there's no wood as far as you can see. It's all stone. You come into this room and you see two more sealed stone sarcophagi rest in alcoves again.
They're all over.
They, just like the other ones, they seem to be closed.
Wow, it's a tomb.
Okay. Can I go and try to just open the coffin?
Don't.
Just open one of them. There's noises and there's nothing here but
Yeah.
coffins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I'm just
Do it.
gonna- Is there any writing on these ones?
These two do not have any writing on them.
I'll head over to this weird little divot in the wall.
Sure. Amari, you're doing that one. Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
It's gonna stand ready.
As you as you go and shove it, give me a strength check to see if you can get this lit up.
Oh, okay. 17.
17, that's not too bad. Yeah, you do. And as you do, wind starts to like out the sarcophagus lid, and a fine corrosive dust fills the area.
Shit.
Knock, Pink, and Amari, can I get you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can get out of the way of this? You don't want to be breathing in this dust particle. And since nobody's wearing their masks, despite what we know.
14.
18.
23.
Okay. It was a 15, DC 15 throw.
Damn.
So 1, 2, 3.
Come on, guys. This has been, I mean, look, this has been one of the most predictable of dungeon crawls we've done in a while.
I don't know the answer though.
Amari, you take 13 points of acid damage.
I just got
Pink
that.
and Knock, you take 6 points of acid damage. as you breathe in this fine particulate dust. And yeah, it is worse than the centaur cheese. It's not good.
Did kind of get rid of the centaur cheese taste.
Oh.
Cool. This tunnel is only 2 feet wide that you're looking into. It is a very, very thin, narrow tunnel that has been carved into this wall.
A cat. Go right in it.
Absolutely, you can. You go in, and it is a long, thin tunnel.
Billy will
anybody-
stand at the.
Yeah, go
Do
ahead.
do I smell anything in this tunnel, like death, decay, another animal, other living, anything?
Nothing like that.
Did
Can I just
anybody
go in?
see him go in?
Yeah, Billy was
do.
standing there watching.
Okay.
All right, cool. Hang on for just, yeah. Oh, sorry. There. Billy, you watch as Cool disappears, in cat-like, stealth-like. Within a few seconds, maybe, of him going in, you hear a rumble, and dust and stone fall out as
Shit.
a section of the tunnel has collapsed.
Cool.
About where you are now,
Shit.
you step on a pressure plate.
Oh no. Oh God.
Did you just kill me?
No.
You would kill yourself. You walked in there.
You stepped on
didn't-
it.
I didn't
I
kill
didn't-
you.
I didn't step on anything.
I'm a cat.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's very finicky. It will fall for anything. And you, Cole, right now are blinded and restrained as rocks and particulates settle in around you. What is your Constitution modifier?
Oh, that's not
My Constitution modifier as a cat is +0.
Oh no.
Okay, you have a minute for suffocation rules.
This is
my
great
God.
because then I will turn back into cool when the cat dies, and then I have a 13.
Hey, that's great. You'll take some crushing damage because
Yeah.
the rock has like settled in around you, and this is a 2-foot tunnel.
How much crushing damage do I take when it collapses on me?
None when it collapses on you.
Okay.
Oh,
It
shit.
just kind of settles in around you.
Would Pete fit through this place?
Well, right now it's like filled to the brim with stuff. So Billy, we are now on a timer, both for our game and for
Yeah.
you to save your husband. What are you doing?
Billy starts to dig furiously, like toss rocks out, and
when I see Billy
Uh,
dig, I'm gonna go help him.
Can I turn into a
Just trying to make
snake
it
and just
quicker.
slither out?
can't.
Can you wild shape again?
This would be my last one if we don't short rest again.
Can you go from animal to animal?
I have to go into a human shape, into my normal shape first, so I will take
Oh.
crushing damage.
Okay. Billy, you give me a strength check just to see how much you can get through
With advantage?
Excellent. Yeah.
with advantage, because Amari has rushed over and you're pulling stuff out and Amari's pushing it out of your way.
Oh, that's awesome. 17, 18, 22.
22. You
Yeah.
managed to get 5 feet into this cavern. It's a
Okay.
tight fit. The DC goes up the further you get because you have to push stuff out. Amari's going to have to try and fit in there and push stuff out. Cool. You certainly can try to do that. Let me just.
So I'll drop my form.
Oh,
And Billy's cool. Are you okay? Say something, let out a cat noise or something.
Ow.
Oh man, we're coming. We're coming.
Ow.
Okay, give me another strength.
Oh yeah.
Another strength check there, Billy.
It's a 13.
With advantage, right? Because Amari's helping you.
Yeah.
do you have like the D4 anymore?
13 with advantage.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I know.
You're digging stuff out. You and Amari we're probably going to need help to keep going a little bit further. You get like part way through the next square, like 2 feet in. So that's round
Okay.
2. Are you going to keep going?
Oh yeah. Until
Go for
his
it.
knuckles are bloody.
There's
I
no
I
way
try-
I can fit in there, right?
Can I wild shape into the snake on the second round and try and squeeze out?
Yeah. So crushing damage, as far as I can tell, and please somebody double check me in the chat. You guys, if you happen to know the rule, Googling it, the rule that I can see is like a collapsing roof would be similar to this, is 4d10 damage before you go and change yourself into cool. Know that it's 4d10 damage.
Okay,
Is that okay?
sure.
God, now I really do need more dice.
Oh no.
I currently have 16 temp, so I'm at 42. So it's
Okay.
okay. It's okay.
Where's my d10?
Might be a really small snake. That's all.
Tiniest garter snake.
Yeah, the tiniest little orange striped garter snake.
So, God, that really sucks. 16 points of damage. As you as you drop your wild shape, and like you can feel like a shoulder dislocate. It's not
Ooh.
nice.
Well,
It's
that's
not
all my
great.
temporary.
Bruised ribs.
And then yeah, the second round you get yourself into a snake. It is still like extremely rough terrain. You're going to be squeezing through some small space. Are you trying to go forwards or backwards?
Back to them.
Back to them. Okay, Billy, give me another strength.
I
Let's
give
see how far you
guidance.
can get.
Okay. Okay, that's better. 18. 22.
Yeah, you start to dig furiously, and as you're grabbing at like a piece of rock, your hand slides against something not rocky, it's scaly.
I just kind of coil up Billy's arm as soon as I recognize the moistness.
Oh God. Hold on. I just rolled a 3. Billy would not immediately know. I don't think.
No, a cat walked in. A snake is now coiled around your wrist.
Yeah.
I just kind of like rear up and just look at him.
Oh, okay. Okay. We got him. Get out. Okay. Out.
You guys back your way out. The tunnel is half collapsed and full, but you guys do manage to get yourselves out. The snake takes a deep breath. It's part of its body like indented weirdly. It looks hurt.
Oh,
Sad
you look
little thing.
all crooked, dude. You just look pretty messed up.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the snake.
Turn back into regular cool. No, it's okay. It hurt, but I'm okay.
His shoulder is just his arm is just hanging limply at his side.
That's 12 points of healing. For
What-
you.
I was at max.
What happens is Amari goes to like grab you as your wild shape, or as you're dropping your wild shape, and Amari grabs your arm, and as you wild shape back into your full body, your arm pops back into place,
Ooh.
Oh,
which
oh,
isn't
that's-
great, but
that's-
it does
that's
hurt
just a
less.
Nasty sound right there.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, that sounded
So-
wet.
Oh, thank you.
Did you see anything while you were in there?
It went a lot further in, and then I saw rocks hitting me. So
Okay.
So there's nothing.
Well, do we want to try to open this other sarcophagus, or should
I
we
would-
just head into that
No.
south tunnel?
that's not.
That doesn't. Let's
There
go to the
was a
south
tunnel that went south. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Cautiously, Amari will head to the south
Yeah.
tunnel.
Yeah.
right.
I'll get,
I'm
I'm
right
not even
behind
gonna
it.
make you guys roll an investigation. You guys have been so cautious going into this that, yeah, there are boards right at the base of this thing again.
Okay,
Why
hop
so
over.
many games.
Okay,
Well,
give
I
me,
didn't see that coming.
give me an athletics check.
That is 18.
18, Billy just jumps right over. Billy, as you get over, here's what you see.
Bones.
You do see some bones. You see a rotting saddle off to the side of the room. You also see a large set of bones that are bones. Some of the bones are scattered, but a large piece of bone. As
Okay.
you jump across, part of the bone starts to skitter and move its way across the floor.
Can Billy like stomp on it like a bug? Like, you know, like terrible.
Absolutely make a I don't know, an
Unarmed
unarmed
attack?
attack. That's what that
Okay.
is.
I made a 21 for an
Oh.
athletics to join Billy.
Yeah, Amari.
19.
Ooh, sorry, I moved the map. I apologize.
That's a 19 to hit.
Hey, yeah, you stomp on it and it wiggles and jitters under your boot, but doesn't
Oh.
disintegrate.
Okay, it's 4
4
damage.
Okay. The bones start to move together and start to like knit themselves together.
Oh, Amari, this is awful.
I
Can I
Guys,
take
this is
close
awful.
though?
Yeah, as soon as I fly over the boards, I'm just gonna go shillelagh and just attack the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold up my my wrist where my holy symbol necklace is, and I'm gonna cast Twilight Sanctuary, which emits a sphere of twilight centered on me. The sphere moves with me and it lasts for a minute, or unless I die. Whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, you gain the abilities of either a 1d8 temporary hit points or ends effects of charmed or frightened.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Against any creature you designate.
Mhm.
Or every creature within your space.
It just says whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant it. So whoever I designate.
Okay.
So my party members and my party members only.
Got a
As you're
26 jump
watching
across.
this thing, Cool, you in particular, notice that these bones they're not humanoid. These are animal bones, and this horse shape begins to form, and particularly at Billy, bows its head and almost starts to, as if it could sniff, starts to push its head near Billy.
Oh, Billy lifts up his foot to let the other bit join the rest.
Yeah, the tail part goes and pops on. The little like tail wiggle bone pops on.
Okay, so we're gonna choose to ignore the fact that Pink decided to just go after this thing.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I was trying to move stuff.
Oh, no, if this is happening, we can, yeah, that was just him in his head.
Okay.
So I have this speech of beast and leaf, so animals can understand me. I can't understand them, and I'm just gonna hope.
Hey guy, you need some help?
It kind of shakes its head gently, and you hear like the cracking of bones as the oldness to them start to combine and get into the right spot. And it just comes up and its bony, long face nuzzle against Billy's like moist bicep. That's a real sentence.
Oh.
With my passive insight, does it seem at all dangerous?
Not at all aggressive. It is
This stinks.
particularly drawn to Billy.
Why?
It's a good horse.
Oh, I've got the sword. Maybe it's the sword. Does he? I hold out the big great sword, the dragon great sword. Does he seem to like follow it at all? Or
He does kind of like lift his head, and there is some connection there. Yeah.
maybe he just needs like a proper burial or something?
I'm gonna move to the western wall and start checking for like I'm beginning to suspect like I can't see any other exits here. So I'm trying to check and see if there's a hidden door or anything like that.
Roll me an investigation check.
I will do that.
Guidance.
Investigation.
Hey, first time chat, Awfully Queer Heroes. Thank you for joining us today.
14.
14.
What's
No,
the
no.
D4?
Oh, bless D4. 17.
17. There's nothing that you find. There's no other entrances or exits. This appears, based on the fact that there's a rotting saddle on the floor, that this is the burial chamber for the steed of whomever the owner of the sword was.
Well, it's a dead end, except for the dead horse.
So we still have no
Undead.
idea what's causing the lights.
Knock, you hear
Correct.
a little laughter behind you.
Oh, this-
I immediately turn around.
You turn around and you see these, for the first time, you see these two very pale blue lights in the hallway behind you.
Head towards them.
The second you take a step towards them, they disappear.
I feel like Nox is gonna get frustrated and yell out, "Show yourself."
You hear the sound of like children's playful laughter, starting to get a little bit annoying, grating, but they do not show themselves.
Do we hear the laughter all the way in our room?
Yeah.
Does it sound sinister or like prankstery?
Give me an insight check.
I'm good at those. Insight 22.
22.
Wow.
You know, it sounds like every chaotic, not evil, chaotic fey creature. There is like a touch of the Feywild mischievousness to them. They don't sound sinister. They sound mischievous, puckish.
Hey, Pink, the other pixies, the ones that are out in the wild and like to play pranks on people.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds like that up there. Maybe you have a look. You kind of similar.
All right. He goes forward. And this is like my family reunions.
Guidance.
You take a look around and you hear in like the old language that your grandma used to speak to you, like your pixie grandma used to speak to you.
Mhm.
Not like the standard language, like the old dialect. You hear them say, "You didn't even find all the treasure. What fun are you?"
They're making fun of us for not finding the treasure, which is fair since I brought it up.
Everybody 30 feet from me gets 2 points in temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm
Okay.
assuming that it's been a round and everyone's in their turn 30 feet.
It has.
So what do they want us to do?
I guess they want us to find the treasure. They want us to open the sarcophagus.
To
Oh,
die?
gosh.
Well, to get their tricks and then find the reward. Like I
What
said, it's just like
I
my
can do-
family reunions.
I can detect magic again.
what's the reward? What happens when we open everything and we play their game?
So far, it looks
I
like we
assume we
died.
find the treasure they left.
Okay.
Let's everybody remember that they consider berries treasure. So let's have our expectations in line.
Okay. All right. So we should go back to where there's
you-
sarcophagus.
Are you casting detect magic again? Lodane?
Sure.
Are you, how far out is detect magic?
30 feet.
I'm gonna say for the sake of narrative and the 6 minutes we have left, that there is 2 treasure in the room with the 4 sarcophagi.
There's 2 treasures in the room we were already in.
Let's do that.
Russian roulette. All right.
Shove it open, not looking.
You guys make your way in there, and as you open the chest of the bard and of the one that talked about the scholar, there is, in the one where there's the bard, there is a lute of illusions. And in the southeast sarcophagus where the arcane scholar was, there is a necklace of fireball.
Oh,
I'll give Nook the necklace of fireball.
Nock gets the necklace of fireball. All right.
It looks so
And-
pretty on you.
I've got a drum, I'm good.
Pink, you hear in the old dialect, one of the fey creatures angrily chastising the other one. You made it too easy. You shouldn't have given them the clue. Now there's nothing left to do. I'm going home.
Can we see them? Or he can just hear them?
Pink can hear them.
Yeah, he's.
Can-
I think they're leaving. I think the party's over.
With detect magic, when we were walking through, did I detect any illusory magic within 30 feet of me at any point?
Nope.
all right. Party's over.
We're
Man,
good then.
this is just
No
like my
issues.
family reunions. I never got the prize. It's fine. It's fine. You guys keep it.
I'll
find
like
something
pick up
next
a
time.
rock or
Skip, I'm fine,
something
I'm
from the
fine, I'm fine.
ground and then give
Yeah.
it to Pink. Like, this was also found in the coffin. It's probably special just for you. And I'll leap
Can I-
back
can-
over.
Can I see the rock real quick? I've got my detect magic app.
There's nothing magic about this rock.
I cast magic stone on it as I pass it
Oh,
off to.
oh.
Oh,
There is now
Terrible.
something magic about this rock.
hmm.
Absolutely.
It's not like I needed it, he says as he puts it in his pocket.
I love it. I love it. So is this horse still following me?
Absolutely, it is. You turn around and it is right there.
I guess we've got a friend.
You deserve the
Well,
friend.
Third needs a friend anyway.
There's
Just
no way
whatever.
that's comfortable.
Put a
He's
blanket on
just-
its back.
Yeah, Billy, you should totally ride.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Does it still have the moldy, decaying saddle on it?
Not
Here, take-
on it, it's on the floor in that room, but I'll say that
Oh,
you
okay.
grab it and you can put it onto it. It fits well.
Is this gonna offend the centaur if I do this? And then he mounts the bone horse, the
It's-
skeleton horse.
That's a sentence. It's kind of,
Yep.
it's kind of hard to do in this more crowded area. It might be better to mount
Okay.
the bone horse on the surface.
Outside. Okay. Yeah.
with that, I'm gonna start heading up the stairs
Yeah,
to head out because
absolutely.
it's creepy. We were just
As you make your way out, there is now several centaur, the one man who had been there from the beginning, and several smaller, wearing various garments and clothes of green and brown, kind of linen, natural fibers. And they, let me move your.
I already did it.
I'll move the horse too. Where's Billy?
And your horse.
And my horse.
And there's now several centaur, and they seem to be whispering something. As you come up, the first centaur turns back to you and he says, well, I don't know what you've done, but seems that whatever you've unleashed has made the orc shamans quite gleeful. My riders have just come back to me to let me know that Neverwinter Wood has the orc tribe that they had been following in the Neverwinter Wood has started some kind of celebration.
Oh,
I guess you should probably finish what you started. And he and the other centaurs start to head northeast, and he turns to look back to you. Are you coming?
Yeah.
Wow, no thank you or anything?
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, Billy mounts his bone horse.
Okay. That's where we will set our hook for the next time that we all get to play together.
Hey.
Wonderful first game, you guys. Let's go around and we'll get everybody to introduce or to conclude, I guess, to say who they are again. We'll start with our regular streamers, and then we'll go to our guests today. So Jazz, go ahead.
Jazz, she, her, played Amari, human monk, he, him. Only thing I really do is play here on Tuesday nights with Sarah and Belle. So like automatically you should come see that. Like amazing. But you can find me on Twitter at Zumain with 2 E's.
Fantastic. And Belle?
I'm Belle Cher, she, her, and today I played Billy Bones, the Water Genasi Barbarian, he, him. And I play, on Would Be Heroes every Tuesday night.
Fantastic. Thank you. Mr. Jazz's dad, Shaun.
Hey, I'm Shaun. First time I played, so that was very interesting.
Hey.
Wouldn't mind playing again. It was actually really, really fun. So I was playing Knock, the bugbear fighter. Hey, maybe you'll see another appearance of him sometime soon, hopefully.
Absolutely. You guys have some orcs to hunt down. We will absolutely be doing another one. Circ.
I'm known as Circ around the internet. My name's actually Christian. You should watch my wife on Sundays when she's the GM, and on Tuesdays when she's not, when she's a cleric, I think. And I don't have any campaigns or anything that I'm on, but it's been a lot of fun being here on Vancouver by Night, and I hope to do it again.
Yeah,
I think that's a given. And finally, composer and cosplayer and other amazing things, Lodame.
Hi, I'm Lodame. I played Cool Hanako, both of us, he, him. This is my first time playing with VbN, and I will be playing 2 more times today, so that's outstanding.
Hey.
As Sarah said, I made the music for the intro, outro, break for the Sunday and Tuesday games. And yeah, find me around the internet as Lodame Cosplayer, Lodame.
Excellent. Thank you to my players. You guys have been so wonderful. I'm so glad that we got to do this. Thank you for coming and doing this with me live to start off our day. Thank you to Joe and Steve for producing the day and our particular show. I am Sarah. You can catch me here Tuesdays at 6, Sundays at 2, but not tomorrow. We are going to be kicking it over to Jacqueline at It's Kikilia, who is DMing the next session, which 3 of us are going right into. Thank you to Vancouver by Night for supporting Extra Life Charities. We are trying to raise funds for the Vancouver BC Children's Hospital. And I think we're very, very close to our first giveaway of the day, which is a Found Familiar gift card. So, or gift something. I think it's a gift card. You should continue to donate and support Extra Life and the amazing charities that they're doing. Thank you again to my players. And with that, we are going to
Thank
take
you,
a quick,
Sarah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Yes, Sarah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey.
Shout out to the DM.
We are going to take a quick 15-minute break as we switch into the next game. So thank you to